Here is an American Family News update, the final one before our Christmas break. 2 U.S. Navy pilots were shot down Sunday over the Red Sea in an apparent friendly fire incident, according to the U.S. military. This is considered the most serious incident to threaten troops in over a year of America targeting Yemen's Houthi rebels. Both pilots were recovered alive after ejecting from their planes, with one of them suffering minor injuries. The U.S. military had conducted airstrikes targeting Yemen's Houthi rebels at the time, though the U.S. military's Central Command did not elaborate on what their mission was and did not immediately respond to questions from the Associated Press. Central Command also went on to say that the FA-18 shotdown had just flown off the deck of the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier. On December 15th, Central Command acknowledged the Truman had entered the Mideast, but hadn't specified that the carrier and its battle group was in the Red Sea. Central Command said in a statement, quote, "The guided missile cruiser USS Gettysburg, which is part of the USS Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group, mistakenly fired on and hit the FA-18. President Biden announced today that he is commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 people on federal death row, converting their punishments to life in prison just weeks before President-elect Trump takes office. Now, Trump is an outspoken proponent of expanding capital punishment. The move spares the lives of people convicted in murders, including the slayings of police and military officers, people on federal land, and those involved in deadly bank robberies or drug deals, as well as the killings of guards or prisoners in federal facilities. In a statement, Biden says in part, quote, "These commutations are consistent with the moratorium my administration has imposed on federal executions in cases other than terrorism and hate-motivated mass murder." Monday's announcement follows the post-election pardon that Biden granted his son Hunter on federal gun and tax charges, after long saying he would not issue one. President-elect Donald Trump suggested Sunday that his new administration could try to regain control of the Panama Canal. Trump says the United States foolishly ceded the canal to its Central American ally, contending that shippers are charged, quote, "ridiculous fees to pass through the vital transportation channel linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans." The Republican president-elect's comment came during his first major rally since winning the White House on November 5th. He also basked in his return to power as a large audience of conservatives cheered along. Addressing supporters at Turning Point USA's America Fest in Arizona, Trump pledged that his dream team cabinet would deliver a booming economy, seal U.S. borders and quickly settle wars in the Middle East and Ukraine. Quote, "I can proudly proclaim that the golden age of America is upon us," he said, adding, quote, "There's a spirit that we have now we didn't have just a short while ago." Atop a list of grievances, some old, some new, was the Panama Canal. That'll do it for this AFN News Update. Much more news from a Christian perspective, as well as more on these stories mentioned today, are available on our website, afn.net. Hope you have a great and Merry Christmas, which should be back on Friday for your next AFN News Update. Thanks for watching. I'm Bronson Woodruff.